Hey, and this is Bert Berserk bringing you another game review on Far Cry 4. Some basic stuff. Ubisoft was the developer for Far Cry 4, and they were also the publisher. It was released late November. It's on all platforms: PS3, PS4, Xbox One, 360, and PC. Some main protagonists are Ajay Ghale, Kalinag, or Shangri-La, and Herc, which you can get as an extra DLC. Some game modes: single player, co-op with multiplayer online. The genre is action-adventure. It's first person, so it's FPS, open world. Some backstory to the plot. After the death of his mother, Ishwari Ajay Ghale, or otherwise known as AJ Gale, returns to his home country of Kyrat to carry out her final wish by scattering her ashes. Shortly after arriving in the region, the bus he was on gets stopped by the Royal Army, and after their passports were denied, they started to shoot at the bus, killing most of Ajay's companions. Pagan Min arrives in his helicopter and takes Ajay and Darpan, an old man who acts as his guide, to Paul de Bleur Harmon's fortress. The country's eccentric and violent King Pagan talks to Ajay and indicates that he knew Ajay's mother and was romantically involved with her. Pagan leaves Ajay alone for a few minutes, and Ajay flees the fortress with his mother's ashes. You can stay at the table until Pagan comes back to finish the game if you want. During his escape, he encounters Sabal, one of the leaders of a rebel faction called the Golden Path, founded by Ajay's father, Mohan Ghale. Sabal brings Ajay to Golden Path territory, where he meets Amita, another of the group's leaders. While the Golden Path does not know of a place called Lakshmana, they posit that it is likely in northern Kyrat, which is firmly under Pagan's control. Furthermore, within the game, in the aftermath of Pagan Min's death or departure, the Golden Path seizes control of Kyrat. If Amita is placed in charge, she begins forcing children to join the group as soldiers in order to bolster their ranks against the remnants of the Royal Army. She also hints she killed Bhadra. If Sabal was placed in charge, he brutally executes all of Amita's supporters and crowns Bhadra Tarun Matra the incarnation of the bride of the Kairati deity, Banashur. Ajay has then one final choice to either shoot Amita or Sabal in the back or leave them. There is also a third ending which can be accessed at the beginning of the game. Like I said, you can stay at the table. So you just wait at the dinner table during Dapan's torture. Pagan shortly returns and thanks the player for being a gentleman, and leads the player to Lakshmana's shrine, telling the player of Ajay's family history before Ajay plants his mother's ashes at the shrine. So now we know that Lakshmana is located in the northern territory, which is Pagan's territory, and after Ajay exits the shrine, Pagan then asks Ajay to join him to finally shoot some guns. Now for some personal reviews on the game. I like how the map is rather large. We have a lot of waypoints or pinpoints on the map. Locations, things to discover. Some of them are the treasure locations. You can buy them, and like other sort of special locations of small villages and stuff you can walk around in. That's rather nice. See the surroundings, the environment is really beautiful. It's got nice trees, shrubbery. It's sort of similar to Skyrim, if you've played it. Putting it in HD, or if you play it on PC, you're able to download some extra mods that enable you to have beautiful scenery, which makes it really nice. Vehicles can also be found on the map. Here we have the refill, ammo, buy and customize and sell. And buy and customize is items. So items has your healing syringes, sidearms, weapons, and signatures. All your weaponry that you use within the game. Signatures are special weapons that you can unlock, which I highly recommend getting. They're much more better than your regular sidearm and weaponry to use. And sell, you're able to sell things that you get in game. So whatever you find, such as the treasures or loot that you get from people. Cutting some of the bushes for their leaves for crafting syringes, or even getting the leather or skin from animals, using that crafting in the crafts area, unlocking more ammo or extra carryables like explosives. They make the game much more diverse. Some other things within the game I like, the outposts, bow towers, and fortresses. Starting with the outposts, they're pretty much everywhere, same as the bow towers. You're able to liberate them, or all three of them you're able to liberate, so that's the outposts, bow towers, and the fortresses. And they're all taken over by the Royal Army. Liberating the outposts, it's similar to the fortresses. It's best to do them silently, and it just makes it as quick to liberate them. Getting rid of the alarms, that also makes it quicker. Disables their reinforcements from interrupting your liberation of their outpost or fortress. Finding these and discovering them, make sure that you destroy them. If you are silent enough and you've taken out enough of them, then you don't need to worry about the alarms, so don't bother. Always pick up your bodies and dispose of them in game. That just helps the Royal Army to not discover you and not go around searching. They'll just go on their original duty. There's a alarm on the right that you can see. It's a yellow box. You can destroy that and they won't be able to bring in reinforcements. gaining XP within the game is easy. Doing headshots or takedowns will give you extra XP. There's other things that you can do within the game, like a Herc's Redemption, I think, was extra DLC. There's the new DLC coming as well. It's the Yeti's Revenge, I think, or something along the lines of Yeti's. I might get that DLC. And there's also the in-game Shangri-La, where you can play as the main protagonist's father. Was his father? No, that was Mohan Ghale, sorry. The founder of Kairat. And that's rather interesting. Thanks for watching. I will bring out some more reviews. Probably on State of Decay. I'll just be finishing this game and playing some online before I do any other review. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, even if it's negative comments. Yeah.